All right. Hey guys, this will be the first teaching video that I can post up for English. This will be before you do classroom practice 45. If you have done some of it, that's fine. But I'm just going to go over some things and then I'll go over the homework for just a few seconds. All right. So just as a review, we've talked about this before, but in sentences you have things called transitive verbs, which is labeled by a capital V and T, and then another thing called direct objects, which is labeled as a DO. Okay, whenever you have a sentence, you'll have a verb, and you'll most likely have to ask yourself whom or what, and that should give you the direct object. So just to review, to find the direct object, locate the verb, and ask yourself what or whom. Okay, so let's look at this sentence as an example. Jason ate a burger for lunch. Okay. So the first thing is locate the verb, which I already did for you, which is the word ate. That is a verb. A person can actually have ate something. So that is the transitive verb. And then ask yourself again, what or whom? And of course, I've done this for you already, but he ate what? He ate the burger. So therefore, burger would be the direct object. Okay. So it's pretty easy, I think. I think most people got the hang of it pretty quickly when we were here in the building, but that's just a review. All right, so the next thing is what is in Chapter 12, Lesson 3. Not that page, but this page. There are something called pronoun cases, okay? And there are 3 kinds to them. If you remember, pronouns are examples are like he, him, she, they, them. Those are all pronouns. There's no specific name to anything. All right, so there are three specific kinds, and we're going to look through a sentence and we're going to look at those 3 different kinds. So look at this sentence. He took his money with him. So there are 3 different pronouns in this sentence. There is he, his, and him. Okay? The first kind, which is right here, is called the subjective case. And that is just telling you that this pronoun, he specifically, he is the subject or is the subjective case. And we know that because he is what this sentence is mainly about. And we can also know that because this pronoun he is performing the action or the verb. Took. So who took? He took. So that's kind of how you know that he is the subject or the subjective case. Okay. The second part, or the second kind of a pronoun case, is possessive case. Some of you remember talking about things like possessive noun adjectives or possessive pronoun adjectives. Possessive means to own something or to possess something. So when it says his money, you have to look at the word money. Well, whose is it? Who possesses it? It is his. It is his money. So that is why that is called a possessive case. Right? And the last case is an objective case, which in this sentence would be him. Him is not the subject, and him is not possessing anything. He is the object of the sentence. Okay. All right, so that is just a brief overview of that. And if you look at these sentences, you'll see these on your homework. So this is an example. His or him mother made breakfast. What you'll have to do is you have to circle or underline which is the best answer that completes this sentence. So you have to kind of read both of them out loud to make sure which one of them sounds right. Which one of them sounds right? Would it be his mother made breakfast? I think that sounds right. Or would it be him mother made breakfast? That him doesn't really sound correct, but his does. His mother made breakfast. That sounds more correct. So I'm just going to circle that. So then the second thing you have to do for this sentence is his a subjective case? Is it a possessive case, or is it an objective case? Well, in this sentence, I kind of have to look at the sentence as a whole, and I think, well, you have mother, you have maid, and you have breakfast. So I'm kind of just looking at this word mother, and I'm kind of asking myself, well, whose mother is it? And in this case, it's his mother. This shows that he possesses this word. So I think this word his is possessive. And I just, in the line right here, I just put the letter P. And that's all there is to that. So in this second sentence, it says Henry and you have two choices, me or I, walked in the park. So see if you can do this. Read this sentence out loud, once for using me and once for using I, and which one sounds better? And the one that sounds better is most likely the one that is correct. All right, and if you guessed I, that would be correct. Henry and I walked in the park. That sounds correct. If I said Henry and me walked in the park, that would not sound correct, and that, of course, is not correct. So I is the correct pronoun to use. And now I have to think, is this either possessive, subject, or objective case? In this case, it would be subjective. I just put S. All right, I've got to stop the video right here. I'll continue on with the rest of it in another video.